And next is functions. We'll see here. What are the functions? Describe functions in Python. What are the functions? So in general, functions are reusable blocks of code that perform a specific task. Reusable blocks of code. Why we use functions means generally, so it performs some operation and returns some value. Okay, some value, and that value we can use in anywhere in the program. Okay, reusable. Okay, and also they help in organizing code, making it more readable, modular, and easier to maintain. Okay, and in general, functions returns a value. Okay, functions returns a value in simple words. Okay, and that value can be reusable anywhere, any part of the code. Okay, and next thing is you have to remember indentation. Indentation in Python in generally refers to the spaces at the beginning of the code line. Okay, Python uses indentation to indicate a block of code. In generally, if you see Java or C, flower brackets represents the block of code. Okay, but here in Python, indentation means spaces beginning at the beginning of line code. If you see the example, so if you see this example, definition, display, print, there is lines are there in before, there is some space are the print, so nothing but a indentation. Okay, because it represents is a block of code. Okay, function code that is. So we'll see. Okay, that's simple function definition. This is a function definition here. If you want to define a function in Python, you have to start with def. Def means def and display function name here. Okay, function name colon and some print hello Python display here. Okay, so just we'll copy this one. Output. Okay, just print it here. Hello Python. Okay, simple. This is a function name, simple function name. Okay, display function name is a display name. Display name is a definition, function name, parenthesis followed by colon, and here you have to follow indentation. Indentation represents a block of a code. Okay, so it's a part of a function, we can say, simple. And if you want to call the function, just call the display here. Okay, simple one. This is called the display here. Just see, you can check here. See, definition keyword is used to define a function. Function name display identifies the function. Parameters, input values of function. Parameters, we did not return we did not write parameters here. And colon indicates the start of the function body. Docstring, optional documentation, describe the function here. Okay, and function body prints hello Python. Okay, this code executed when the function is called. Okay, so this is simple function definition. So if you want to write a function, definition, function name, colon, and the parenthesis, colon, and the documentation. Okay, document, docs. The simple syntax of function definition. Next we will see function with parameters. If you want to send parameters, nothing but here parameters a placeholder for the actual value passed when calling the function. Okay, these are parameters, simple one. So pass any parameters here, nothing but a variables. You can pass any you can pass string or integer or whatever. So I am passing one string and one integer, and call with the parameters now. Display arguments now. Okay, name, give any name, Python name you are given, or any hello Python, whatever, Bob name, and comma x, you can give 3.7. okay, version name. Just execute the output here. See, hello Python Bob 3.7. okay, we are passing the parameters here. Parameters, name comma x are parameters, and Bob 3.7 arguments. Okay, so what is the difference between parameters and the arguments here? So check here. So parameters are variables used in a function definition. Parameters are this name comma x are parameters are used in function definition, while arguments are actual values passed to the function when it is called. Okay, arguments are actual values, these values, Python 3.7 values passed to the function when it is called. In simple words, parameters are the variables, arguments are the values passed to the function. Okay, function parameters. So that's a simple difference, arguments and parameters, functions with parameters, and also function with return value. There is another statement, is a return statement. We will see with an example that return statement. What's the return statement? By adding two numbers. Okay, so define add function. Okay, add function takes some two parameters, a comma b. Okay, a comma b, c is equal to a plus b, or print like something like that. Print sum is a plus b. Simple words. Okay, we are not returning function here now. So if you call add 2 comma 3 like this one, add 2 comma 3 without using returning, this program is about. Okay, see, check output, sum is 5 here. Okay, just we are passing arguments to this parameters a comma b variable, just it returning this print sum equal a plus b. Now with print function we can see, we will see now here, definition add to same parameters, take a comma b or x comma y, whatever, x comma y colon, use return statement here, return x plus y. Okay, x plus y. Now return function returns a value. I told you function returns a value. Function returns this addition numbers. Okay, so if you want to call this return value, you have to store this return value in some variable here. Okay, so sum is equal to, okay, sum is equal to add to 5 comma 6. Okay, 5 comma 2 comma 3, 2 comma 3, and print it here, print sum. Okay, so check the output now. See, sum is 5, here also 5 here. Okay, so I hope you understand return statement without using return. This function, first one is a function without using return statement, and second one is a with using read statement. Okay, with using return statement. So in first we didn't use any return, just we are printing directly the, okay, we are printing directly in the body section of the function body, and just we are calling with the arguments here. Just here we are returning the values. Okay, returning the this some expression here. Okay, returning the expression, and that expression has written some value, that value has stored the sum here, and printing the sum here. Okay, whenever you use return statement, whenever the function returns some value, we have to store that in first variable. Okay, okay, and that we have to print it here. Okay, whenever a function returns a value using return statement, it returns some value, that value have to store in some variable. Okay, and print that variable. It's simple. If you want to use return statement means, if you are directly printing in a function body, no need, just call the function name with parameters. Okay, simple. That's about the function with parameter return value. Okay, function with return value, and also there will be default parameters also there. So default parameters are nothing but, suppose if you did not pass here, suppose if you pass here a b is equal to 5, default, this is a default parameter, and you did not pass the 3 here, add 2, still it executes. Okay, sum is 7, 5 plus 2. Okay, otherwise if you did not pass any argument here, just it returns, gives error. So but for that you have to write here default value. Okay, there's a default value arguments here. Okay, b is equal to 5, default. If you did not write any argument here, this default or default parameter add function takes. Okay, so that's simple, default one. And next thing is function with return value finished, and variable length arguments. Okay, variable, see, return statement is sends a value back to the caller, simple definition. Variable length arguments. Okay, so we'll use multiply here. Variable length arguments nothing but we'll use multiply here. Suppose you don't know how many arguments are there. Okay, so before program you know the parameters a comma b, but here we don't know the arguments. So for that you have to write simple star numbers or star args, whatever name. Okay, star numbers, whatever, single star means you don't know how many arguments are there, so for that you have to use star here. Okay, so result is equal to 1, multiplication, this one program, result is equal to 1, and for num in numbers means this star numbers. Okay, this numbers, so result is equal to, result into is equal to, result equal to result equal to 1 here. Okay, simple, result equal to result into 1, you know, result equal to result into equal to 1 here. Okay, or else I'll write like this, result is equal to result into 1. Okay, and then return result here. Okay, sorry, not result is equal to num here. Okay, result is equal to, sorry, num is equal to, now for num in numbers, result is equal to num into result here, something. here result equal to result into num, simple. Okay, result is equal to result into num. Okay, and then return result here. Okay, return result, simple. Okay, and we are returning function now, and we are the return function we have to store in some variable. Okay, so use some, okay, multi whatever variable. Okay, multi is equal to mul 2 comma 3. Okay, 2 comma 3, print multi. So how about 2 into 3 equal to 6 here? Answer should be 6 here. Okay, 6. See, because this mul 2 comma 3 into number, we are passing these arguments into these parameters. Okay, each into numbers nothing but a parameter. If you don't know the parameter, how many parameters are coming, you don't know the how many arguments are coming from to the parameters, so for that you have to write it args. Okay, into numbers or args, whatever arguments means numbers value. Suppose if you return multiple arguments equal to mul 2 comma 3 comma 6 multi 2, so we are passing 3 arguments here. So we are passing 3 arguments here. Okay, passing 3 arguments, passing 2 arguments. You don't know how many arguments are there, so for that you have to write star numbers here in parameters. Okay, just check the output here. See 36, 6 comma 36. Okay, so that's about the multi variable length arguments. Okay, variable length arguments. So arguments collect any number of positional arguments into a tuple. Observe here. Okay, and next thing is keyword arguments. Double star arguments. This if argument contain dictionary format, if you want your keywords argument in dictionary format, you can write here keyword arguments. Okay, so just simple one, passing keyword arguments as a parameter. Just check the output. Simple one. This one, simple one. See, print keyword. See, you are passing dictionary. If you are passing dictionary as an argument, you can write here double star kw arguments. Okay, you can write any number of arguments in the method name. Okay, see, keywords arguments in dictionary format, name alias age 25. Okay, 25 double star, you edit double into keyword arguments, means if your arguments coming as in dictionary, you can use the double or keyword arguments. Okay, any number of arguments for dictionary type. For the keyword arguments, see, double star keyword allows a function to accept any number of keyword arguments, and keyword argument syntax is a function definition collects additional keyword arguments into a dictionary here. Okay, and next thing is lambda function. Okay, so now, as of now we are getting arguments from the individual variables. Okay, we are passing just variable names a comma b, okay, b comma c, like that only. So now if we pass a list here, okay, if we pass a list as a parameter, okay, individual variables now we are passing, now we are passing as a list. If how you pass it, you will see. Okay, simple one, a lambda function. A lambda function nothing but in Python is a consensus way to create an anonymous function. Lambda function is nothing but called as anonymous function, means function without a name. As of now we have name, but here lambda function means function without a name. Okay, anonymous function. So the function uses lambda keyword followed a list of parameters colon expression. This is the syntax here, lambda parameters colon expression. We'll see with example with lambda expression and without lambda expression, so you can understand easily. Okay, so simple adding two numbers will take. Okay, simple one. So now without lambda expression, definition, add 2 comma 3 or a comma b or a comma b. Okay, okay, return a plus b. Okay, return a plus b. So sum is equal to add 2 comma 3 print sum. Okay, so this is without lambda function, adding the numbers here. Okay, without using lambda function, normal function it is. Now we use lambda function. Okay, so just use add 2 is equal to lambda. What's the parameters here? A comma b. colon expression. What's the expression? A plus b. Okay, simple, that's it. And just call add2 is equal to add2, or sum2 is equal to add2 of 2 comma 3, print sum2. Simple one. See 5 5, same. See, without using lambda function, with using lambda function, the difference you can observe here. In normal function we have function name, in lambda function you don't have function name. Okay, in normal function there is return statement, in lambda function there is no return statement. Implicitly it called return statement. Okay, lambda function implicitly it called return statement. Okay, so only parameters colon expression, lambda parameter colon expression, and you have to store in the variable name. Okay, simple one. Okay, in normal function consists of name, function name and return statements, whereas lambda doesn't have function name and also return statement. Okay, but implicitly it calls return statement here. Okay, in lambda function. So that's about the lambda. See, so the result of expression is implicitly written from the lambda function here. Okay, and lambda function and adding two numbers. Next is the map function. Map function. Okay, map function in Python is used to apply specified function to all the items in a iterable and returns in an iterator. Okay, that produces a result. So this is the syntax here. Okay, map function comma iterable. Okay, map function comma iterable. We are applying function to all items in an iterable. Okay, applying function to the all elements in the iterable, that is list, tuple or string, and returns a iterator object. Okay, it returns an iterator object. We'll see with an example. This is an example, map function comma iterable. I am just using this control C comma. So just see map function comma iterable. Okay, so just how we what is a map function, we'll see with an example now. Take a list here. Okay, list is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3. We want to perform square for this list elements. Okay, for that we have to use first function, define square of x. Okay, and return x square. Okay, x square means x 2. Okay, x square. Okay, return x square. So we define a function now. Okay, define square x. This is a function, square is a function now, and we are using map now. Okay, map function. Okay, so map means square el is equal to map. What's the first parameter of map? Function. What's the function name? Square. What's the second parameter? Iterable. What is a iterable here? List here. Okay, list here, pass list here. Okay, list. So we are performing square to the each and every element of the list here. Okay, simple words, we are performing square function to the each and element of the list here, map function. Okay, and returns iterable object here. Okay, it returns iterable object. Observe here, print square real here. Okay, square real, just observe, it returns iterable object here. Simple observe. See, map object here, it returns iterable object, map object here. Okay, but I want to convert into this, we can convert this map object into list here. How? Just using inbuilt function list here. Simple, list map. This just check the output now. See, 149, square of 1 2 3 equal 149. Okay, I hope you understand. You have to remember the syntax. Map function iterable. Function means each function performing on this iterable elements. Okay, iterable elements means list or tuple or set or whatever. Okay, so you can convert, you can also convert it not a list, you can convert into tuple, set. Okay, just check it here. And also you can use lambda function too. Instead of function here, you can use a lambda function too. That also we will see here. You can use lambda function in terms of function. We can use lambda function too. So first we will see here, square 2 is equal to map lambda. Okay, lambda. What's the argument? What's the parameter? X. What's the expression here? X into 2. Argument colon expression. Simple. Okay, comma. What's the iterable? List here. Okay, list, and I have to convert into list here. Okay, list inbuilt function. Print square 2. Simple. Check the output now. Okay, See, say 149 149. Okay, by using lambda function. You can use normal function or lambda function, directly lambda function. Okay, lambda or parameters colon expression. Okay, so that's simple about the functions. These are the simple functions. There are so many are there, function methods, decorators, generators. We will see that in advanced Python. I hope these are simple parameters, how to pass multiple parameters, how to pass iterators. Okay, so I hope you understand this functionality.